pick.
Juggernaut.
You may now.
You don't see the courier coming though. Like if you're not looking at it like quickly at the time, if something's happening on the map.
What
Then...
you sound like.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see as well. Oh yeah, hang on top. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna get.
Oh,
no tail. Denies himself to the neutrals and still.
You know, getting an earlier earn could be really useful. Whatever he decides to go for. And this top lane, like, it's fine for mid one and Noto early on in the first few waves, but when Venno starts to get a few more levels, you know, the lane starts to get a lot more difficult.
First blood finally coming through, and that's...
So I feel like when you're laning up against Undying, right, like, the stick's pretty key. He's gone for this Bracer instead, which isn't a bad choice, but...
Whoa!
Yeah, like...
Jeez!
Stabby and Aramis will be looking to check the Undying's mana all the time. Like, they'll know if he has that, like, kill threat up and available. Oh, nice stroke by Celery down in bot lane. Takes a lot of the neutrals, but he might be in trouble now. They have RP.
Is under attack.
The question is, will they use it? And yeah, Seb gives it up. They've got the Sunstrike. That'll get the kill to the Grimstroke. Shaq comes over. And not much he can do. But so far, so good for OG. Not that things are going horribly right now for Viking. They look over, No-Tail, Spectral Dagger comes in, the Tombstone committed, now No-Tail low, he'll end up falling, Aramis gets the kill there, Sunstrike onto Aramis, it's not gonna land, however they'll still get this kill. Saksa, he gets credit for the kill on Aramis, and it's a 1-for-1 trade so far. Mid one taking a lot of damage, as is Saksa, and that'll force mid one to TP back home. As Seb now bottom dies on this game.
Yeah, I thought Toby up in top lane would try and actually ward block the line in the trees, but oh no, it's Korea. Like, he did TP back to base on mid one, and then yeah.
For Toby, Venomous Gale did hit on the Saksa. They get the kill onto the line, but there is the Sunstrike landing on the Toby. So now they've got the kill on the Venomancer. Toby, well, his life may not be in vain as Boom comes over, lands the Doom on a mid one. The chase is there, and this should be a return kill to the side of Viking.
Yeah, he has
Feeling it that much more.
Radiant's bottom.
I think that this hero is still really good though. Like a lot of the heroes that are popular at the moment really hate playing against Venom, and they hookshot the lion here. It's like they're going to be able to find a kill.
Saksa, he'll land the two-man stun. It's not going to matter. Aramis gets the kill with the battery. So there for a second, I was actually looking at mid one's net worth, and he is very far behind Shad on the jug. He just did not farm that well up towards top.
Yeah, normally we see this Spectre go like I'm like
so gets popped, Thompson in trouble. He'll end up dying to Aramis. No chance to make the rotation, but there's the Soulbind. Two are locked up. Doom gets committed onto Lion, so well, Saksa, he'll be forced.
He might be in trouble here.
He might die. Spectral Dagger thrown at Boom. How far are you going to commit for this one? Because now the Soulbind's no longer there. They've got the Shockwave RP committed. Boom will die. They don't lose Saksa, and this is a bit too far for Viking. A bit. Because mid one's game is not going out. The very top commits the haunt. Now the stun hits, and Toby will go down mid. Use that onto this early. Midas going Sanjin Yasha. And what's the build here for Spectre now that one's got the drums? It looks like he's queued up the Manta style, but. Ooh, over mid, hold on. They're gonna look as finger hits Aramis and blows him up.
I normally wouldn't like to show Midas massively, but I think because he's playing against the Empower for the Spectre, I think he's a little bit worried the Spectre might start to outscale him going late game.
Went through on a Saksa. He'll throw that Hex, and the two-man stun. So Shad gets stunned up for a second. It's not gonna matter. They'll still get the.
Well, actually, but not able to find anything else. Toby doing a really good job of just trying to keep this mid tier 1 alive as long as possible though, dropping these Serpent Ward.
Fight this? Got that Tornado into the EMP, so Aramis without any mana left over. The Healing Ward comes in, there's the Soulbind onto 2. Skewer forward, but it's really not onto anybody too close. Aramis ends up dead. They look over at Solari. They could get themselves 2 kills at least, and they will. Soulbind got committed, so did the Doom, but Viking, they failed to evacuate the situation quickly enough, and give up a couple of kills.
Yeah, that fight was so strange. Like,
on a golden bank, but still just under 3k away from catching up to Shad. No-Tail with the Omni Slash bouncing around. There's the Haunt coming from the back. Solarian's in trouble as he gets it with the Cold Snap as well as the Deafening Blast. Solarian's up dead. There's going to be one gone for the side of Viking. Boom and Shad need to run, but there's the RP on a multiple heroes. The Sunstrike comes through. They get the kill to Toby, and now they look over the rest.
Thompson goes down,
ends
though.
up falling. Decay from No-Tail, continuing to try and support his team. Mid one getting low as well. He needs to be careful with the Spectral Dagger being thrown at Shad. They'll start to retreat on the side of OG. They'll TP out No-Tail. They'll get the stun on a 1, but there's the Blade Fury from Shaq to catch up with the Sansa. Aramis now fighting Seb. Skewer on the 2, but Seb gets low and he'll end up falling. Sansa with the finger to kill Aramis before he dies, and it's a 3 for 2.
Gosh, but they can't finish the jug off quickly enough. Like, they don't really have enough kind of like raw damage at the moment, apart from like the Sunstrike, and because the Spectre isn't a massive damage dealer right now. Like, the mid one needs to keep scaling here.
To work on these Ancients, but Shad just coming over and saying what's yours is mine, and it's No-Tail now in some trouble. The Inkswell hits, the Tornado comes through, Thompson trying to do what he can, but the Soulbind, ooh, is it enough? They get the kill on No-Tail, they'll trade out Solari. Doom, can he do anything with this? The Infernal Blade takes out mid one, and Thompson within the Ghost Walk is just able to squeak away. Timings on that were very close,
but like, it's not reliable, right? When you're playing up against this drug, you need the instant initiation with the Hex.
They're looking to go in, and yeah, they're going to go in on Soxa with the hook shot, but there's Spectral Dagger coming through from mid one. Stroke of Fate as well as Chaos Meteor going down from the top. Giving him pop by Boom. Now they'll use the Haunt. Infernal Blade hits, and they'll get the Sorcery as well as Aramis. They'll buy back on the Green Stroke. They've used the Poison Nova, but Toby in a little bit of trouble as the Decay comes in from No-Tail, and mid one trying to fight this Venomancer. Soxa low as well as the Mute out onto Seb on this Magnus. Boom, though, he's in trouble. No longer has the BKB. That's on cooldown for another 15 seconds. The Inkswell plays on the Green Stroke, but he's on the run with everybody here for the side of OG. They'll get the kill, take out Solari for a second time.
The Doom with Alacrity on, and because Doom doesn't have a huge amount of armor, he just has to run away. So like, even though Seb's completely taken out the fight, they really struggle to find any pickups.
Ooh, RP comes through. There's a Cataclysm, but with the Stewart's gonna miss. They've got themselves the Omni Slash as well as the hookshot coming through, but it's not gonna be enough just yet. They'll take out No-Tail. No-Tail buys back immediately. They'll get the kill on the Boom. So now without that Doom, they're in a little bit of trouble. He's gone for 52 seconds. Shad, he's already used that Omni Slash, so how much is he really worth in this engagement? But with mid one as well as Seb low, they're gonna be forced to TP back.
Like, they need to wait for this Doom to be back up again. Like, he's their big like team fighter at the moment, it feels like. Thompson's getting a little bit low on mana here as well.
One. Sword has that Manta. Trying to go after Toby. There's the Meteor drop down, and Toby just gets blown up.
But like, what's this Soulbind, right? Like, there's no Doom up. They had no play. You just RP.
Gee, it's not exactly the easiest to just grab this Roche. They need to position themselves around the
Rocket Flare up in 1 second.
And Rocket Flare comes in with the Aegis picked up by mid one. They look over Shad. Shad's in a lot of trouble. The Skewer is out, but there's the Blade Fury. He won't survive. He has gone for 53 seconds. No buyback. And Seb continuing to move forward with the rest of OG as they march towards the Viking side. They'll try to TP Aramis out, but he stops the TP. Poison Nova committed. Sunstrike won't hit, but the Skewer is there from Seb. They'll get the kill into Toby and look over at the Clockwork to try and finish off a third hook shot onto Seb, but it won't matter. They've gotten the finger and mid one there for a double kill. OG grab the Aegis and take another successful fight.
Man, this Thompson Invoker is doing so much work though in fights. Like, ability to get onto the backlines in the fights here. Like, I feel like the Lion and the Invoker are the two you really want to bring down first, right? But they're struggling to find the openings at the moment. And on Viking, they're like kind of like walking in one by one. Never feels like they really know 100% whether they want to.
It's allowed mid one to really get back into it, that's for sure.
Oh, they find Thompson though. This would be a massive kill if they can get it.
Yeah, they've got the Doom out on him. Battery Assault as well as the Cog, so try to run, but the Infernal Blade is there. They'll get the kill into this Invoker. 5 times 3 going the way of Boom. And
they missed the Skewer though.
Tombstone down, Soulbind's there. Boom. Doesn't have Doom. He's already used that onto the Invoker. They're going to massive Inkswell. That's a 2-man stun. No-Tail in trouble, as is Seb. The BKB's been committed by Boom. They've got themselves the Guardian Greaves being popped by 7. So Spectral Dagger flies in from mid one. He'll try to help out. No-Tail's gone. Neither of those heroes have buyback on the side of OG. Mid one, he wants to fight, but I'm not sure this is the fight that he has to take. He does have the RP's committed on a 3. Seb Can he turn this around beside him? OG, I just don't think they have the damage. They look over at Solaire. They get themselves the kill on the Grimstroke. That's at least one, but they end up losing the Magnus. Poison Nova committed. Mid one now needs to run. The Spirit Vessel's on him. Aramis and Toby are chasing. Venomous Skill's going to be thrown out. They got themselves Shad, and that's the first life gone from this Spectre. But nobody is here to help him. The rest of the team is gone. Mid one now, haunting, trying to jaunt them out and trying to be slippery, moving around as much as he can. Can he at least get a kill on the Clockwork? Yes, he can, and now Thompson's back. So Thompson gets into the fight. There's the tornado as well. The EMP out of Toby. He's in some trouble. The Sunstrike comes in. It's a little bit too far, but Toby will still die. Somehow Mid one survives with a second life, and they
smoke up. They got to try and make something happen, and they'll find Saksa, who stops the TP. Oh, a little four-staff action. It won't keep him alive, but it's nice to watch. But here come OG. They're going to try and turn this. And I know that they don't have the line, but they're going to try and go the other way with this. They go after Solaire, but it's only going to be a doom on one of these heroes. They get the stun. Follows it up. That's going to be on the three of these heroes. They will go over no till there's the Omnislash Mid one. He's now all by himself. So Omnislash bouncing around. He's got himself the haunt once again. He jumps over to Aramis. He goes for the Clockwork. The hook shot lands. Chaos Meteor down, but it's not going to be enough. They look to get Mid one. He's low as well as Seb. Boom continuing forward. He doesn't have the BKB or Doom to work with. Skewer away from Seb, but they've got the Inferno Blade. They've got the control. Can they get the kill? Yes, they can. 6 times sprayed down into the drain as Mid one falls, but continue for more. Thompson into the Ghost Walk just to escape.
Can't do anything the whole fight duration because he's doomed. So like Mid one, even though he's really tanky and difficult to kill, it's effectively a 3 versus 5 fight, and Seb's going to get hooked down here.
Seb in trouble with the Spirit Vessel on him. There's the Shiva's being used. I think I called it Scotty before.
You sound like.
But yeah, this time it's Shiva's, and this time it's a kill on the Seb. So they grab themselves a kill onto this Magnus, but they end up losing the Grimstroke.
Bringing him down 100 to 0 is like almost impossible unless they RP him, pretty much. They do see him under a sentry here, but
they've got the Hex, and now they've got the stun. They'll hit the finger, and they blow him up. So Haunt moving forward, Soulbind on a 2. They're going to buy back on Boom, but the Soulbind's already been used, so they've got the hook shot coming in from Aramis as well as the Cogs. Abyssal Blade on the both these heroes. There's the Infernal Blade. The Doom comes in. They look over at Thompson. They've got the Blade here right on, but there is Seb with the RP. Can they get the kill on either Shatter? Boom. Boom for the second time. He pops that BKB. He looks over at Mid one. He's using that Infernal Blade. They get the kill on Aramis, but they lose Thompson. Thompson did for 70 seconds. He's got buyback. Mid one low, running away from Boom, but they got the Hex coming in from Saksa that might save him, as well as the stun. Boom looking, but he can't find him. Aegis as well as the cheese. Aegis. Boom. Rightfully so, because he did buy back. And now the Haunt comes through from Mid one, and they look over as they found the Venomancer of Toby. And they get the kill. He jaunts forward for potentially more, but Boom already TPing out and the rest of the team trying to evacuate from this. But Thompson in some trouble. Abyssal Blade with a hook shot. They're right on him. Oh, the newly placed Sentry catches the...
maybe he feels like the dispersion talent's not worth it because it's going to be taken off him a lot of the time anyway.
Hook shot comes through, that hits on a Seb, but they've got the Hex from Saksa. We're back onto the Doom. Doom's in trouble. RP comes through as well as the BKB. They've got themselves the Cataclysm. The Cataclysm hits on Aramis as well as Boom. They're going to lose the first life onto the Doom. Now they look over to Shad, moving in, but the Haunt away from Mid one. And now where is Boom? He's away from his team. His team is nowhere close to help him, and they will get hold. Again, they just need to tighten up on some of these initiations, some of these team fights where it feels like things are a bit sloppy. They'll lose the tier 3, the first one to break high ground here for OG. Tornado misses Toby. They were looking over to start going towards bottom. Shad. Use a level 20. The Hex. It's going through. They've got the Hex. The Sunstrike misses. The Guardian Greaves are there. The Venomous Gale is thrown out, but Mid one pops the BKB. Grab themselves the melee racks. Is this all they're going to get? There's still 38 seconds without this Doom.
Okay.
Dagger thrown out. Put a sword on a Mid one. Boom backs off for just a second, but no tail coming over. The Venom Scale is thrown in. There's the blink as well as the War Stomp coming in onto this Undying. No tail pops immediately.
Oh, the RP?
But they've got themselves the stun as well as the Cataclysm coming through. And there's the finger. Boom in trouble. Pops the BKB. Surviving for now. The hookshot misses. Omnislash bouncing around. They get the kill to Boom as well as Toby. They don't have buyback. Omnislash will run out. And now this is Shad in trouble. There's the stun coming in from Saksa, who's on the high ground. They look over at this Jug. They look over at the Clockwork. They'll try to chase him down. The Blade Fury as well as the TP. No tornado.
What a tornado.
They'll get that kill on a Shad. They'll take out Aramis and Solari. Everybody goes down on Viking.
Themselves. Like, it just allows OG to completely prepare for that fight. Really good RP into Cataclysm as well from OG. Just like 100 to 0 to Doom pretty much. And he can't even get his ult off before he dies.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
54 seconds. They're going to have a 4v5 situation for the side of Viking. Maybe they can try and defend. The smoke is popped by Saksa out in the back. Mid one holding the front line for now. Lose the tier 3. They'll lose a second melee Rax. So that's what we got in just a moment. Go at the tier 4s. Mid one again leading the charge where Viking, they don't have much to throw without Yami Slash and Doom dead. They get that kill on a Solari. He's gone immediately. 74 seconds without buyback. Toby pops the poison over, but it's very far away from the side of OG. They've got the Soulbind in, but nothing to follow it up. So it's been close for so long, but 41 minutes in, it seems like they've broken the bank here for OG.
Yeah, and they can just... Oh, hang on. Hook shot.
Hook shot. Dust. Cogs. A piece of blade. And Saksa low. 4 step away, and even with the Spirit Vessel, they just can't get the kill. The BKB's been popped by mid one. They'll use the Doom out on the Invoker. They'll get the kill on the Saksa, so they'll take out one, but there's the Haunt jumping back towards Shad. Shad in trouble, trying to run. Aramis is dead. Mid one can't get the kill on the Shad, but he looks over at Toby instead and will claim the life of the Venomancer there for him. No Tail's gone for 94 seconds. They look over at Boom. They'll pull him in. They'll get the kill. They'll take him out. It's a double kill for mid one. The Bleed Fury right on him. There's the Cataclysm coming through. Shad, you're gone. You're dead. And so are the chances of Viking taking this game. OG will take game 1.
Man, this was such a sick game though. Like, I feel really bad for Viking because there was like, they did so well for most of this game and then they made 2 huge mistakes, right? Like, unsure though. There's like, because there's a lot of offlane has been banned out, right? Like Darksteer, Legion, Axe.
Ooh. Is that Battle Fury queued up? We'll see. Because again, you know, I don't know if the Battle Fury is that bad, especially if you can get your hands on it a little bit quicker. What was the timings we were seeing in the Chinese region when they were going Battle Fury? Like 14 minutes?
Yeah, it was like I think 14 minutes was like the standard, right?
Yeah.
That was the normal time. But then it depends whether you get like the double wraiths and whatnot as well. But I mean, Seb's really struggling down in this spot lane at the moment. He has a salve, but like, I think
might even get first blood. Yeah, he's dead to rights. Shad grabbing first blood. Solari on the run. He might drop as well, but no power shot. So.
Well, I thought he was going to use wind run there to get the kill though.
Yeah.
Like what? Like why?
That duration. Saksa hitting out 2. Seb about to hit that level 2 up towards top though. Mid one taking a little bit of damage, as is No Tail with the battery salt from Toby. Aramis lands the stun, and Undying might die here too. A hit of decay only on the Clockwork. It takes him a little bit longer to get the kill on a No Tail, but it's now 2-0.
Thompson's the biggest kill on the map at the moment, but do they have enough damage to kill him off? Maybe they need an AM rotation as well with the mana burn potentially, but you know, Thompson's going to be so difficult to kill.
No Tail, they've got the cogs and an easy kill here, and well, Viking really don't find much out of it, but 125 gold still at this point in the game, quite a good chunk. Really liking it so far from Viking as they just get around No Tail, and they didn't get the kill within the trees, but they do get the kill here under the tier 1 tower. Shad also shows up and continuing to just stay ahead is Viking.
No Tail wants to make a lot of the space to keep the tower alive as long as possible. He has the master. Madness as well. Yeah. But they again, it's down to this thing. Like, it's
Toby's getting for Toby. They've got the Tombstone down, but the Laguna Blade hits. No Tail dead again. Killing spree here for the Clockwork. They get around Aramis, and they'll grab the kill Melina, or will they? Uh-oh, stun comes through. Saksa gone. Sunstrike out. Takes out Toby. Tops in. He grabs one, and now Solari on the run. Seb, no mana to play with, so won't be able to throw the Void, and will have to...
Clockwork, considering the really good start to the game he had, his rotations have been really like ineffective.
Jungle looking for Thompson. They just can't catch him. Or can they? Toby coming in with a hook shot. Thompson in some trouble. They do commit the RP for this and will finish him off this time. He doesn't get to just TP.
And they blow both their ults, but it's you know, still worth it. It's still worth it.
Get that Invoker is quite nice, but Seb here bottom looks over at Toby, and they will grab the Shackle Shot, but Seb taking a lot of damage. The Laguna Blade is thrown at No-Tail. He is dead.
I'd love to know how much gold No-Tail are giving away with tombstones this game though. Like feels like huge. It's been a huge amount.
Tornado EMP with Cold Snap. Thompson making this kill on Aramis easy as they look for Toby and stop the TP, grabbing themselves a second. Seb gets credit for that one.
Correct. So we'll see how much Shad can get done. This Battle Fury pick up.
Battle Fury picked up. You got 4 heroes towards mid for OG. They're going to try and take this tier 1 tower over mid. This is looking to line up for Viking as No-Tail moves forward, drops the Tombstone and the ult. Decay comes in. The damage is felt. The hook shot is thrown. They'll get the kill on a No-Tail, taking him out for the 6th time.
Shackle.
Tier 1 over mid. So Shackle lands. Toby in trouble. The God Strength Path finding mid 1. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Laguna Blade with the skewer. Mid 1 in trouble.
This
Oh, RP used, but he's already dead. Boom whiffs.
Yeah, good fight for Viking.
The scarier he's going to be. Look at where he is compared to mid 1 already. They're just picking up this Battle Fury. Like, he is really gaining quite a bit. No-Tail again. And they got a tracking device on him because that's
having a really good time now.
Not everybody else. I'm happy. Sunstrike coming through onto Aramis, and they'll grab the kill onto the Lina. Seb gets credit for that themselves and bring over the smoke. They've already smoked on the side of OG. OG will cut through the jungle, so this is a little bit too slow coming in from Viking, but they'll go in with the Tornado as well as the EMP onto the Lina. Lina in a little bit of trouble. The hookshot doesn't land, and Seb moves forward with the rest of OG to grab that Viking had is quickly cut down by OG. However, again, yeah, like we'll see what they can do with the Spling Checker as well as the RP Boom coming around the back. They've got No-Tail in some trouble to skewer away. They'll get the kill on to the Undying, and now they'll look for more.
They got the hook shot. In 1 second.
Hook shot comes in. Shackle thrown. Not going to matter. Mid 1 though. He's going to try and fight his way through this. Going to be thrown into Toby. They get the kill. The RP is there. They'll take out mid 1. They look over at Saksa, and the LSA hits. So they lock down this Windrunner. They grab themselves yet another, and 3 gone on the side of OG. They just saw something.
Maybe they feel like they're just worried about some vision. I mean, No-Tail's just dead again.
Oh, 9 and 5.
If anybody's completely, he's just got completely untouched. He hasn't died yet the whole game.
Sunstrike comes in. That'll spot that they're trying to take Roche. They are nearby. Undying up in 2 seconds. They'll evacuate the kid. They'll keep Shad in there, but it's down to about a 4th health. Rock it on.
They're a little bit worried though. Shad loses all his mana.
Out of mana.
The RP,
and now Skewer back on a Thompson. He's all by himself. Seb comes in. Can he get the silences to keep Thompson alive? Yes, he can. So now the BKB's been popped. They get the kill on the Toby. Seb moving forward with the help of No-Tail and the rest of the team. There's, oh my god,
so low.
Shots Lina, and they're going to go after Roche themselves. They no longer have RP. And this is a problem, but Toby does have hook shot. It's not going to matter. They're going forward. Mid 1 grabs the Aegis, and now they look over at Seb. They've got themselves the hook shot coming through on the mid 1 as well as this Night Stalker, but it won't matter. Boom ends up dead. BKB's been popped by mid 1. They can continue to move on forward as Viking now need to. Big fan of that expression. Promise. Stun thrown out at Toby and Skewer back. Boom, controlling mid 1 for a moment. They've got Seb though moving forward, getting the silence out onto the Lina. Lina nothing to do here but the LSA. And no good way to follow it up. They get the kill and now will buy back. But the Mana Void not going to matter. Shad ends up dead. He's gone for 50 seconds without buyback. They look over at Solari with the BKB being popped by Seb. Seb moving in, but Solari invis thanks to the Glimmer Cape. So they won't dive the tier 2 tower. Take their... Smoke breaks.
Oh, what a tornado
there. Tornado comes in as well as the EMP. Solari gets hit. But there's the stun from mid one. He also pops the God Strength. And doing a lot of damage to this Clockwork, but he survives for a moment longer thanks to the Glimmer Cape, however, will still fall. So mid one gets credit for that. Soxa
What a shackle.
And Shackle landing on the Lena and the Enchantress, and with the Cataclysm, they're gone.
He has to be BKB now, so he's not really scared of anything. I mean, like RP's annoying, but it feels like they just don't have the damage to kill him off at the moment. They RP the max.
Trying to kill him, but he's got BKB.
How do they kill him?
Is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower.
Toxic coming over. Shackle will land. Of course it does. And Topson following this one up. The Shackle lasts so long. Try and TP out, but there's the Tornado as well as the Ice Wall down. So Skewer to get some distance, but another Shackle. And another one that lands. EMP right on the Boom. And everybody here for the side of OG except for mid one, because he is unneeded to grab this kill. And
maybe I'm overthinking that, but like, seems pretty good. Oh, there's a meteor hammer.
trouble again. And there's the dust. Solari done. This one's really starting to fall out of control, where OG are just up and ahead.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Tier 2, they look over to continue forward. They still have this Aegis for a little bit longer. Meteor Hammer drop down, and I mean, this is going to make these towers easier and easier to take.
They have no glyph.
Yeah, I don't know what they can do here. No glyph and no RP to work with.
And the thing is, AM can't even fight either, right? Like, he has to just keep farming.
Wing Skewer, not bad. Puts him in between tier 2. Got Gunaway, they get the kill, but he does still have the Aegis. BKB's good pop. I said they'll get the kill on Aramis. And now, hookshot flies through from Toby, but what do you do afterwards? Hammer hits, Toby gone, Topson with the Sunstrike gets the kill. God Strength pop, both racks go down mid, and mid one will go down towards the bottom tier 3. Cliff still not available for another 12 seconds, and by the time it's up, you may even just lose this melee rack. RP on the 2, but he only scores back Sen. Tornado comes in from Topson. Topson continuing to do work here. Shad behind him. Shad trying to do all he can, but he's silenced up. He's hit with a Shackle shot, and they will get the kill onto the Anti-Mage. Dead for 64 seconds. That might just be the nail in the coffin here to get the call of the GG and the 2-0 for OG. They take another set of racks and go towards tier 4s. Meteor Hammer coming in once again. That's going to hit both tier 4s. They'll get the kill on a mid one. So that'll hold them alive for a little bit longer. The hookshot hits on a Soxa. They've got the cogs around the Windrunner. The Laguna Blade thrown over at Topson. They've also got Dust.
Is he out? It
won't matter. I don't think it will.
Just TP's away.
It's almost like they want to go back in if they come too far.
All of a sudden, the game's just spiraled completely out of control. Clockwork's just a third support.
Radiant's courier has been.
This Mac doesn't even have his BKB still.
Feels like he's 30 seconds away from letting us know where it's going to be at afterwards. But Shad, he went so silent, and now he's silenced. They've got the Shackle shot with the Cataclysm. They just blow him up. 70 seconds, see you later. And now moving forward is OG, but they're in trouble. Seb goes down mid one, getting low, but he's got way too much damage for them to handle on the side of Viking. They get the kill on a Boom, Aramis, as well as Toby, and they're looking for the full team wipe. Solari, the last one to go down, dusted up in the Glimmer Cape, not going to matter, and GG is called by Viking. OG with a 5-for-1 to take the series 2 up.
Yeah, and that last fight there is exactly why you see the power of the Night Stalker versus the AM, because like he pops the Manta, as soon as this AoE silence goes down, unless AM has just a BKB, they're just